I have any of these problems over on DLive.
Me, you're not showing up on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. You know, very annoying. Now it says starting. Now it says live. Now it shows me with crappy video, but it does show. So that was a 1 minute and 10-second delay after I started the stream. Now the frames are cleaned up, and I still have the same text.
Yeah, right now it's very fuzzy.
Yeah, yeah, my fuzzy cleared up, but it's just strange how.
Okay. Well, let's
Oh well.
give it a minute then.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go with it. So, hello everyone. This is Dion Soul. I hope everyone is doing well. And as you can see, we are in the King Air by Airfoil Labs, and we do have the dual GTN 750s. And I thought I would take off and fly to Telluride, and because we're on a faster airplane, I figure we'll just go ahead and go to Telluride instead of KHND. And because I wanted to go to Colorado. That's why. That's the main reason. So that's going to be, I'm changing the text right now. And then once I do that, so I can see myself, and the in-flight information is all wrong. So that is going to be, I'm just going to go KTEX and Lancaster. Apologize for this. This has been a fail so far, but hey, whatever. Stuff happens, just the way it goes. There we go. Let's put that in there and go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start off with, I'm going to go ahead and forego, walking around and all that stuff. We're going to get ready for taxi. Make sure everything is synced up. Because really the star of the show, no, I got green on my stuff. Really the star of the show is the two GTN 750s. That's what's the star of the show here. And we'll start out at 17,500 feet. And we'll put in our flight plan, and we'll go ahead and head on and go about our way. Fuels, things fully loaded, fully passengered, and everything else. So we'll just go with that. That means I got plenty of fuel. And we will try this again. This is a very nice airplane anyway, so it's not like I'm hurting for quality airplanes. And Bug Eater 64 is with us as well in the chat.
Good day, all.
And the way I got this one set up is I got this set it up where I have the GTN 751, which is the left one, is not the master, but the one number 2 is the master. It could go either way, it doesn't really matter. I just chose to go that way, so then that way I can have the one closest to my eyeballs being able to do manipulation, look at things and have them rolling the moving map and that kind of thing. So on SkyVector, we've got to put in our flight plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in there ETH, Ether, and then from Ether we're going to go to 12, and we're going to go to Basel. Got to go to Basel. If I can find Basel, there's Basel. And then once we get to Basel, then we're going to go to V394. All the way to MMM, right there. And then MMM, we're going to do V8 Juice. From V8 Juice, we're going to go to Hives, HVE, Hive. Go down to H's here. Hive, then boom. Oops, wrong one. then Hive, we're going to do 224. 224 all the way to Naden. And then our destination is going to be KTEX Telluride. And then we'll get the ATIS and everything once we get there and all that happy stuff. So that takes care of that. So now the flight plan is in here. And just to be on the safe side, we will store it. So now it is stored. And then we'll leave this at flight plan, and then we'll go over here. Unfortunately, we have to, there's not a way, I have not been able to figure out a way to be able to just, you know, link these two together so I can have the same information. So regrettably, I've got to do the whole flight plan over again because I want the magenta line and the moving map all on this GTN 750. So in order to do that, I got to put in all this information all over again, which is annoying, but not a big deal. It doesn't take long, so. And this is going to go all the way to Basel. And then from Basel, we go to 394 again, all the way to MMM. Where are you? There you are. How do you do? Okay, and then V8 juice. 2 Hives again. And then from Hives to 244 all the way to Nadine. I passed it, of course. There. Nadine, there it is. Boom. Okay. And then lastly, KTEX Telluride, Colorado. Alright, so that takes care of that. We'll go over here to utilities. We'll tell this to ping our location with our fuel, which we know we're going to have plenty of fuel. We'll reset our timer. Once we get in the air, the timer will start. And that should be it. Traffic all is fine. Let's go ahead and make sure the traffic is displaying in here. And in order to do that, we go over here and make sure that everything is good. And we'll go low or all, no matter. Okay, so we reset. Okay, so I got one doing one thing and one doing the other. We're good to go there. We're not going to mess with ATC. I got to set it all up, and I'd have to sit there and put this flight plan in the ATC. And I was going to do it earlier. Let me see if it's still there. It is. Okay, well, that works. It's a little different flight plan. You know what? No, I'm not going to mess with ATC, pilot to ATC. We'll just go. Let me jump back over here to the chat. And do I have video still, Bill?
Yes.
On your side? Looking
yeah,
fine?
It's looking okay.
Cool.
It's fuzzy on my end, but it's there.
All right, well, we're going. We're going to get off the ground here. I need to get our frequency. ATIS, boom.
General WMJ Fox Airfield Information Victor. 1500 Zulu weather. Wind 220 F15. Visibility more than 10.
2981.
Sky conditions 32,500 few. Temperature 17.2.1. Altimeter 2981. Arriving runway 24. Departing runway 24. Advise on initial contact. You have Victor.
Okay.
WMJ Fox Airfield Information Victor. 1500 Zulu weather. Wind 220 at 15. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 32,500 few. Temperature 17. Dew point
Get rid of
1.
that. Make sure everything
Altimeter
else is working like it's
2981.
supposed to.
Arriving runway 24. Departing runway 24. Advise on initial contact. You have Victor.
Landing lights all on. Ice light on. Recognition light. Strobe. Torpedoes on. Stall warning on.
General WMJ Fox Airfield
Pitch trim
Information
reset. Boost
1500
reset.
weather. Wind 220 at 15.
I
Visibility
think
more than 10.
it is.
Sky conditions 32,500 few. Temperature 17. Dew point 1. Altimeter
Telluride
2981.
information.
Arriving runway 24.
Elevation is
Departing
9,000
runway
feet,
24.
so
Advise
we gotta
on
put at least
initial
9,000
contact.
feet.
You have Victor.
So 9,000 feet is going to be our elevation. So we'll go 9,500, go 500 feet over. That should be
General
more than enough.
WMJ Fox Airfield Information Victor.
All right.
1500 Zulu weather. Wind
We are good to
220
go.
at 15. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 32,500 few. Temperature 17. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2981. Arriving runway 24. Departing runway 24. Advise on initial contact. You have Victor.
Get set up on the runway here. And then let's take off and let's get going. Finally. Take one good look around if I can.
General WMJ Fox Airfield Information Victor.
Everything looks fine. All lights are on. All looks good. Nobody behind me.
Visibility more than
So
10.
I guess we can take off
Sky
and go.
conditions 32,500 few. Temperature 17. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2981. Arriving runway 24. Departing runway 24.
Okay, here we
Advise on
go.
initial
God have
contact.
mercy on
You
our
have
souls.
Victor.
Auto feather lights on. Airspeed alive.
Let's go ahead and
60 knots.
torque this thing out.
General WMJ Fox Airfield Information Victor.
V1.
1500 Zulu weather.
Rotate V2.
Wind 220 at 15. Visibility more than 10.
Props full.
Sky conditions
Positive rate.
32,500 few. Temperature 17. Dew point 1.
Attitudes
Altimeter
check.
2981.
Gear indicates up.
Arriving runway 24. Departing run.
Now we are in the air.
Flaps
Yay!
indicates up.
All right. I think and there is home base. There is the hometown. Actually, it's Lancaster and Quartz Hill, actually. Stay away from the clouds. A swig of coffee for the working man. And there I is. Hello, everyone. Now you got my picture of me, my ugly self. Just for the ladies. So, what is there to talk about? You know what? No, let's just drag this out because we're going to be in the air for a couple, 2 or 3 hours. So, I'm going to drag this out a little bit before I start talking about things. We're just going to sit here and climb for a little bit. Not much to see when you're climbing. We can do some cleanup though. We can go ahead and get rid of our landing lights, our taxi lights, ice lights. Recognition lights, fine. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Everything looks good. Take a look at our pressurization. The pressurization is all looking sexy. Coming on up, because like I say again, we'll be at, because our altitude will be 9,000 feet when we get to our destination. I just went ahead and put it at 9,000, same as our altitude as our destination. We're doing an indicated airspeed climb. Our HSI, or not HSI, or yeah, our HSI is not configured, so I can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and configure our HSI. So boom, 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 boom. And our bearing is that. Nav data. We currently got a 17 knot tailwind, which is good. That'll make things interesting. Our decision height, I want it at 400. It's hard to see. We're at 430 right now. There we go, 410. So we are on our way. Everything appears to be working at this moment in time. Live stream appears to be working. Both GTN 750s appear to be working. Airplane appears to be working. All is working.
So life is good.
Life is good. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
As I'm taxiing down to the end of the runway, getting ready to take off myself.
Very good. And we're able to do voice communications via corporate intercom.
Yes, today's flight will be in the King Air 350 from Greenville Spartanburg International to Miami International.
Very
Flight jobs.
Very nice. Mine is like it says in the screen, KWJF to Telluride. We're going to make this up saying we're taking a group of skiers. Want to get on the slopes before they totally dry out here in the month of May.
Mine look better because they're in bikinis.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, mine are all bundled up.
Bunch of sunbathers to Miami.
Very nice. And we are coming up to top of climb, but I think I'm probably going to have us go a little higher. take advantage of those winds. I do have a 28 knot tailwind, but I am full of fuel, so I may have to stay low here for a while. Burn off some of this fuel. I got full fuel in here. I said earlier I wasn't going to play around with the ATC. Maybe I could cheat here and see if I can get my ATC back. Okay, now I'm seeing that my stream has froze.
Yeah, I've got buffering.
Yeah. Even though I am green and I'm rocking and rolling, no problem. Now, I do not have my OBS Streamlabs as administrator. I'm wondering if I need to do that. Or it's because it's loading other crap and that's why it's messing up. Alright, let's go up to 23,000 feet. Climb at 175, 23,000 feet, and I see that, I'm buffering here on my side. Let me refresh my screen.
Yeah, I'm buffering too.
Oh, YouTube, you hate me.
Okay, you're back, and it cleared up.
Yeah, because I had 3 subscribers or 3 people for a moment, and then now they're gone. So I don't know.
Yeah, my screen shows you got 4 watching.
And I only have 2. Well, hi. I guess I better say hi in the chat, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Now it says I only got 1. I even spelled hi wrong. Okay, now that we're climbing to, I'm going to climb to 23,000 feet here. We're going to try. You know what? Let me see if I can actually get myself, because it looks like I've got my other monitor. I got my YouTube monitoring on my other monitor. That's a bunch of monitors, and it's being a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna load up my tablet. See if I can. I can see if I can see myself on my tablet. All right, let's go over here. Can we go to my account, please? Oh, there we go. Look over here. My channel. Yes, yeah, see, it says 4 people watching. Oh, now my thing is updated. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear my sound. Let's see if I can hear myself. Now my thing is updated. I sound like crap. Okay, good. Everything is good.
Traffic.
Uh-oh, traffic. Ooh, well, that's new. Having dual GTNs, I got traffic twice. Yeah, I didn't know it did that. And it looks like it's 300, was it 3,000 feet or 300 feet below me? One or the other. But it's right there. Okay, let's take a look outside. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Left me. He's behind me. coast is clear. Okay, well, very good. Well, I hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, rocky start this morning. I tried to start this at 9 o'clock, trying to do the setup and premiere thing and all that sort of thing, and I was having nothing but drama. Notice that, and then I was trying to use not V Skylabs. I was trying to use Streamlabs. Trying to use Streamlabs for the stream, and I was having drama with that as well. And so now I'm just using straight up OBS, and everything appears to be fine. And I see we got 5 people on board. Howdy, howdy, howdy. We are in the King Air 350 by Airfoil Labs. A very, very fine aircraft, as I've said in my previous videos on my YouTube channel here. And what's different about this one is that a developer or a individual who knows his stuff went in and actually put the ability to have 2 Garmin GTN 750 GPS avionics packages, if you want to call it that, and which is very cool, very, very cool. I'm able to have 1 master and 1 slave, and the master is taking care of my actual following the flight plan, and then I have the other one where I can always have the do my utilities on this one, like come over here and find out, okay, we've been in the air for 14 minutes as an example, check my destination, how much longer we're going to be. We're going to be in Telluride, Colorado, in 1 hour and 40 minutes roughly. Things like that. And then of course my fuel, how much fuel I'm going to have. Too much fuel, but that's okay. We'll burn it off. And that sort of thing. So having the duals, I'm hoping that Airfoil Labs, because they said they are going to put the GTM 50s officially into the airplane, when in the course of doing their patches. So hopefully they will maybe contact this guy who put this in and say, hey, you know what, we like your work, we want to borrow it. Or they just do it themselves, the developer for the airplane, do it themselves and offer us, the customer, the end user, the quad, or the dual, not quad, but dual GTN 750s. And also who we have in the house as well on my Discord channel that I'm also broadcasting from. We also have a Bug Eater 64 who is actually on his own flight in the eastern part of the United States, where I'm over here on the west coast.
Yes, sir, and we are airborne, and GTN 750 and King Air 350 are working just fine.
Now, if he was streaming right now, which this is on the fly. We've done everything on the fly here, so one day we'll set it up where we could sit there and he could be on his stream, on his channel, my channel. We can bounce back and forth. Maybe put in a small window on the bottom left-hand corner or something of each other's flights or something. Kind of a community thing. Kind of a fun thing. But like I said, on the fly, didn't set it up that way. Which is all good. But anyway, so we're at 19,000 feet. We're climbing to 23,000 feet, which is taking a little bit longer than anticipated here. So I need to find out what's up with that. Well, what's up with that is I don't have enough power. That's what's up with that. So let me give us some power. I was in cruise mode instead of climbing mode. Now you see our vertical speed is going up. And what's funny is, for those of you who see this video that do use XHSI, which is basically another set of instruments that you can put on another computer outside the simulation. I discovered by playing around with this dual GTN 750 configuration, that your flight plan will actually show up on the on the XHSI, and whereas if you just have one, it doesn't. And why, I don't know. It's kind of above my expertise in that regard, but I just noticed that it does show up. So, and also throws in all the waypoints and everything. If you flip over to flight plan mode in the MFD, it shows all of it. Like right now, we are approximately 70 minutes away, but we are climbing. So once we settle out, we're gonna get over 300 knots here. Once we get to our top of climb, and we'll take a look on the outside the other window here on the passenger side, on the right side of the airplane, or co-pilot side. Take a look at the desert. How wonderful the desert is for us desert rats. And that's why we're going to Telluride, because Telluride is going to have some mountains for us to look at and see what's over there. Right now we're here in the desert and not much to see. Trying to get my bearings here. That looks like that might be, yeah, that is. Right below us is Doggett, and so out there where my mouse is going to be Barstow, and then this highway, this right here is Interstate 40, running right along here. And actually, Interstate 40 starts at Barstow, and from Barstow, it goes all the way to wherever it ends. I may have to do a flight one time where I start right here at my home, my home area, and then just follow the 40 all the way over just for the funsies, and then whatever we see. I know we'll go past Winslow, Arizona, standing on a corner, and you'll see the crater, meteor crater. I know that's one thing that would be in the flight path, but I can't think of anything else. I'd have to actually do the flight and see. So, but anyway, so that's where we're currently at, is in Doggett area, Barstow. And matter of fact, just so everybody has a bearing on where we're going and what we are doing, let me jump over here to the other monitor. And like I say, KWJF, my home base here where I live in Lancaster, California, USA. Well, Palmdale, really. And then we're just going to follow it all out. And like I said, Doggett area. So we are currently right here where my mouse is at this moment in time. And then we'll jump on over and we'll fly right over Vegas. And as we fly over Vegas, and then just keep on going, following the highway in the sky, and zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, Bryce Canyon. I'm not familiar with the area too much. I don't think I've ever been there in real world. And just key in there, Cedar City, and then zippity-doo-dah around here until we get to our cutoff point, which is Naden, I guess. And then we'll kind of make our turn and go right down into Telluride. The way SkyVector sets up these, I let SkyVector choose this flight. And what's interesting is the SkyVector, the way they set up their flights, they set the flights up where you always have, in case there's an emergency, you always have on your flight path an airport that you can basically glide to, to land. And which is cool. I mean, that's the right way to do things. Because as an example, I mean, I could go from Lancaster, California, right here, and if I go to one of my other spots here, which is Mammoth Mountain, I could just go straight, just come here and just go straight on over. But the downside is, if you're going over this rough terrain here in the mountains in the Sierra Nevadas, there's no airports to land on. You'll end up ditching it into the side of the mountain, so which is not a good thing. So that's why SkyVector does what they do. At least that's my interpretation of what they do. And I see on Discord somebody was making some noise. And that would be Mr. Bug Eater 64, who is along with this. He is getting his own coffee, which I can understand that because I have my coffee. And on my previous attempts to make this stream, I did have a proper Jeremy in the house a minute ago, and I tried to say a big howdy, but like I said, I was having all kinds of drama, which is most unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. But like I say again, what makes this special is the fact of this flight is because of the GTN 750s having the duals. You know, that's really, really awesome. For the non-flyers, you're kind of like, well, what's the big deal, Dion? But for us, as the flight simulation guys, having these dual GTN 750s integrated into this, matter of fact, this is the only aircraft I have that's got this scenario, this configuration. It's pretty. I'm pretty stoked about it. And what I'm trying to do is I am trying to get over to the forums and go over for the ones who are flyers who do not have this yet. I was trying to get over to the area that we're talking about. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And this is what the, for those of you that have the airplane and don't have the duals, this is the file that you need to be looking for. It's by this gentleman right here. I don't know how to pronounce that. Either, I guess. Either. Either did an excellent job in putting the GTN 750s to integrate them into the King Air. And this is where you would download the file. Downloading the file is pretty simple. It's just a zip file. And basically you just save it to wherever you want to save it at. And then you just open it up and just paste it into the same directory. Into the same directory as your X-plane, where your Airfoil Labs is, right here, folder, Air King, or King Air, and you just cut and paste it into this folder. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And another a trick of the trade. Hopefully, I won't get too much going on here, but the trick of the trade is that have your airfoil manager. Your airfoil manager off the sim, and then bring your airplane to stock. If it's not already stock, make it to stock, and then install the files after the fact. Is basically all I'm trying to say. So that would be one way to do it. That's for those of you who have got the airplane and already know, which is good. Oh, I just lost my monitoring of my stream. Oopsie. Let me go back to YouTube. So we'll go ahead and take a look at another shot here, and let's see if we got anything to look at outside this portal. YouTube. And I gotta get rid of myself here. There, get rid of myself. Now I'm back in. And again, I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely like, subscribe, and all that happy stuff. I greatly appreciate you guys doing that for me. I got 5 people actually. Very, very good. I appreciate every bit. I appreciate every one of you. So I am just trying to build my channel to become epic one day. In actuality, we are in the mode where we're just cruising right now. But we are, I just noticed that we're at 23,000 feet, and we are doing 337 knots over the ground, so that is very good. So we be jamming, man. And by doing that, by climbing up here and getting to 23,000 feet, now our arrival time, oops, that's the fuel. There we go. Our arrival time is now went from 40 minutes down to 1 hour and 15, instead of 40 an hour down to 15, an hour and 15 minutes. Of course, time has passed, obviously, but yeah, we've knocked some time down. Just because we went from 17,000 feet to 23,000 feet. Which reminds me, I also need to change our barometric pressure to 2992. So we need to do that. Make it standard. And as the airplane settles out, okay, I'm going to do something that the airplane was not designed to do, and that is I'm going to put on my auto throttle. Now we're auto throttling here. As you can see, this all going crazy because it's trying to equalize, and once it equalizes and settles down, then we are good to go. So I hope everyone is doing well again. Hope everyone's fine. Get the conversation going in the chat. Got anything you want to ask me, please let me know.
Coffee in hand, I'm back. All is good.
Welcome. Welcome back. Coffee is always good. I know, my coffee, I think my coffee pot stopped, so now I'm going to have to go turn it back on to have it reheat the coffee. I probably got cold coffee at the coffee pot now. One disadvantage of the King Air 350 is that you don't have a lot of eye candy to see because of the fact that you got a big old wing in the way. But you get there a lot faster. Get there a lot faster. I'm going to go ahead and not mute myself, but get rid of myself so I'm not in the way. I'm sure people are tired of looking at my ugly mug anyway. And it's just a nice slow process. I'm hoping on the next patch they will update these and get these where these are functional to an extent. These screens and the tables are cool. I never did turn on my lights, did I? Oopsie. Turn on my lights. You got the potty right here. Like I say again, not much to see right now.
Yeah, at least on the West Coast, you got better weather than we do.
Are you fighting it right now?
I came out of it. I'm above it, but we've got rain.
Yeah, it's clear skies here, and I even got my FS Global Real Weather Injector installed and running. And yeah, it's pinging the real weather from wherever it gets its weather from. And so far, clear skies. I'm not bouncing around all over the place. I see, I just got clear. So, yep, we are on our way. I'm running out of things to say now. Sucks when you got a 3-hour flight or 2-hour flight. you shoot your wad all on the front end, and then all of a sudden, okay, I got nothing to say, guys. Sorry. We are burning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had to make a little rudder trim adjustment to get my little black ball in
Yeah,
the center.
yeah. I have the same problem right here as well. I have to. This is the only airplane that I have that problem with. All the other airplanes, when you have the autopilot on, it'll automatically compensate, I guess. And I had to do the. I mean, because you saying it, Bill, it reminded me that I have to do the same thing.
Glad to be of service.
Hey, you are awesome. You demand, and the people
Cool.
and the people in the chat are awesome too. No, Parabi, if I said that, I apologize. No, we're not heading to Afghanistan. We are in the Mojave Desert in the middle of nowhere, between, as I usually say, between lost and found. And but yeah, we're in the desert, and we're just heading towards Telluride up to Colorado. Right now, we are probably about 15 minutes or so away from Las Vegas. That's why there's a whole lot of nothing there. A whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. But you make a very... Has to be a little far. Matter of fact, there's Las Vegas right there. I'll zoom in here. Let's go to the dash cam. Now we're looking at the dash cam here. And you can see Las Vegas is right there. Of course, it's kind of... X-Plane is not drawing all the textures yet, because they're too far out. I was going to have the file short, or originally I was going to Telluride, then I backed off and said, you know what, we'll just go to Henderson. P-Robbie. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just, English is my second language. Even though it's not really, it's my first language. my primary language, and I can't speak it.
Well, you don't truly speak English anyway. You speak American.
I speak American. American, I say. American, I tell you.
That's right, American.
American. Yeah, X-Plane's not drawing it a little bit off the nose. See the stratosphere way out there, and Cairn Airport. And way off in the distance here, you can see Lake Mead in all its glory, even though it's kind of blurry. Yes, it is. Very, very cool. Nigeria. Wow. I appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping by. It's amazing how the internet has made the world smaller. And see, that's where we were going to go. We were going to go to Henderson right there. But I backed off. So you know what, let's just go to Telluride. Orthos look pretty good. They don't look too bad. Like I said, I'd like to if and when I ever redo my orthos for XP for X-Plane, I will instead of it being 1 nautical mile between airports, I think I'll go 2 nautical miles. I'll still keep it a 17, 16. I see we got a hit there. I saw I'm monitoring the video, and I just noticed that I had a buffer.
I must have been looking at my own gauges. I missed it.
Yeah, it was buffering. It was a glitch in the matrix. Frame rates are kind of, or not the frame rates, but the quality kind of went down too. Yeah. On my side anyway. And I see we got 6 people in the house. Well, definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. That's awesome. It's really awesome. Just sitting here looking at the scenery, doing the dash cam, and just kind of killing time as we're heading our way to Telluride, Colorado. It looks like when I did the flight plan, it looks like we're going to be, I think it was 29 was the landing runway. Unfortunately, I don't know. I think it was 29. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna have to go around some mountains and whatnot to be able to get to Grandma's house. And what I'm doing is I'm loading it up in Pilot to ATC right now. And it was 27. Okay, 27. All right, so 27 it is. Yeah, the bobbing around, I've really had to watch. I agree with you. I've had to really watch my speed on the bobbing around part. What I've found is that I just had to back off my speed. You know, in order for me to be able to control it, I just had to back off on my speed. Like I hardly ever go over. You know, like right now we're rocking at 210 knots right now. Well, that's how I have the auto throttle set. I just literally just backed off on my speed, and that was the best way that I've been able to find to control it. And of course now I do have the auto throttle, which means because I do have the SciTech. I'm trying to get my stuff back here. Let me put me back in. Okay, there I am. I don't know if it's going to work, but I don't know if you can see it or not. No, you can't. You can't see it. But anyway, off to the side, I have my XHSR. I'm sorry, my SciTech autopilot, and with my SciTech autopilot, it has the ability to have an auto throttle switch, and of course you install the software, yada yada yada, and so that helps. But more or less, I just been backing off on my speed, you know, just cutting back that power, you know, keeping it under, you know, keeping the torque under 100%. And as a matter of fact, I need to back off on my props. I just noticed that I'm sitting here doing this whole flight so far, and I didn't get my props down to 1500 RPM. Guess I don't really have to, but. Alright, let me back my props down to 1500 RPM. Make sure my sync is in place. My sync's going. Yeah, my sync is going. Okay, well anyway. There we go. Now we're not screaming the engines. But you saw my torque go up. Now we're hovering right around 100%. But that's basically it, is I just had to back off on my power. And I'm just, because these are PT6s, Pratt & Whitney PT6s, the rule of thumb, or at least that's how I have been told, the rule of thumb is that when you're running a PT6, usually 1500 RPM is usually what you want to run your RPM of your props, but that's not always the case. I mean, there's some airplanes that are different RPMs, but I found with the E1000, that one you run at 1500 RPM. This one run at 1500 RPM. I think the Coronado Beechcraft 1900D for X-Plane, you run at 1500 RPM as well. But I don't remember, but I think so. So that's been kind of my rule of thumb, is on when I'm flying a PT6, I just run it at 1500 RPM on the props, and then if it doesn't work, and then I adjust the props accordingly to get the maximum out of them. With I have a Cytec throttle quadrant. I've got two throttle quadrants, and so I've got 6 levers, and I've got my 2 for my the standard configuration. I got 2 for mixture, i.e. conditioner, and then 2 for the props, and then 2 for the throttle, or that sort of thing. So yeah. Yeah, the airplane's a great airplane. The airplane has actually been for me, for my personal experience, I can only speak, for myself. I've had a real good experience with the airplane. I've had a little hiccups here and there, but all in all, out of the box, fresh, a new airplane out of the box, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. So, William, how about you, Bill?
I have to agree. I mean,
overall,
the only real problems I've had with this airplane have been pilot error.
Pilot error. Oh well. You're looking at pilot error right here.
Only your landings are different.
Yes, my landings are.
You've read a different book.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cringing when I come up to, hey, I could take off any airplane, no problem. It's just landing the things I have a hard time with. Let's go take a look out of the left portal here and see if we see anything of a worthiness. I think that's Highway 15, if I recall correctly. Now what I could do, I could cheat here and go like this. And Abby tab, toggle Abby tab. Let's go to the map and let's see what we got. Yeah, that is Interstate 15. I guessed right. Do I know my territory, or do I know my territory? I found with Abby tab, for me personally, what I found, I don't use it that much. I found for me, if you go from one large airport to a next large airport, it works really well. I mean, as far as the generation of a flight plan and whatnot. But if you're going to small hole-in-the-wall airports or smaller airports like KWJF to, I don't know, KMMH, which is Mammoth Mountain, as an example, I found that it sits there and says, "Oh, we don't see a flight plan for that type of airport, on file or whatever case may be." And so I just like, okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, we are north. We're what I like to call is between lost and found, because we're in the middle of nowhere right now. But I mean, Abby tab is cool and all, but I don't. Like I say again, I just don't use it that much.
For me, it all depends on the airplane I'm using.
Yeah. If I'm in the 737, 800, or 700, then of course I use it. If I'm going from one big airport to another big airport. In other words, if I want to be a bus driver.
Roger that.
and I am. I'm kind of a kind of a bus driver. I mean, when we fly our airplanes, we're kind of a bus driver unless we're in something small, I guess you could say. Just driving that bus in the friendly skies at 23,000 feet.
Well, my indicated airspeed is about 210 knots, and my ground speed is 247 knots.
So you gotta, yeah, I got the wind on my back. I'm doing 300. I'm rocking 340 right now. So I'm definitely taking advantage of it. I could have went higher. It probably, if I would have done this flight with SimBrief probably would have told me. It probably would have told me to climb to 27,000 feet or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go that high. Yes, I crow hop. I agree. I crow hop as well from time to time when I land the airplane. I don't know if I have it on previous videos here, but yeah, like I said, my biggest problem is I bounce between airplanes. That's my biggest Achilles heel for me, is that I bounce between different airplanes. I'll be flying this airplane, this thing, like, you know what, I want to go buy, I'm going to go fly, the Coronado, B-58, or as an example, or if I want to fly the Cessna 310L, then yeah, I'll, if I stick with one airplane and that's all I ever did, then I would get very good at it, and then I would be just fine, just like you would in the real world, because you can't afford in the real world to be sitting there having multiple airplanes unless you're so rich you just can't stand it. Then yeah,
Or your name is John Travolta.
Yeah, John Travolta, exactly. Yes, I have the exact same problem on looking outside. Like right now, we're looking outside right now. I have it bound to my 9 key, on the numerical keypad, and so what I'm having to do is I'm having to hold it down and then move the airplane down that way, and I'm actually using my yoke hat switch to be able to spin around, zoom in, zoom out, and then I'm using the other one to be able to tilt, which is the other key right below the hat switch on my SciTech flight yoke, to move around. It works, obviously, but
I'm fortunate I don't have to hold the key down. I've got a key on my Warthog that pops me outside, and then I use my mouse to do what look around the airplane, things like that.
See now,
and then I've got a second button that puts me into my 3D cockpit view.
Right. So now what I just did right there on the stream. Now, if I go over here and I hit external view, and then I go to circle or chase or whatever, now I can move around like you normally would on a normal airplane. But if I just bind it to my numerical keypad, then if I go back here, and then if I want to go back outside, it'll snap. It'll snap back, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I just programmed it into my Hotons.
Yeah, I think the software, maybe my SciTech software doesn't read, the instructions are a little bit different, and that's why yours is able to work, whereas mine does not. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Because believe it or not, the SciTech software for this stuff is still X-Plane 10 instruction set, I guess you could say, and it's still the drivers are still X-Plane 10, and they just never updated them. They say they're updated, but it's like they didn't they didn't do it, you know. Yeah, yeah. I think enough. Well, enough people complain, then they will fix it. You know, they'll fix it, no problem. You know, they just gotta say, well, hey, you know, you got this issue. But it's pretty. So all you guys in the chat that have your own YouTube channels and flying X-plane with orthos, now you need to put your upload them to your channel so that I can sit there and go watch your areas, because you said you're from Nigeria. So hey, I have no idea what Nigeria looks like, so that would be cool for people like me here in the States that have never been there to be able to see. If you download the orthos and everything else, if you have that set up, that'd be epic.
Yeah, I was very fortunate because I had one of my very best friends when I was working with the sheriff's department was from Nigeria. His name was Chuck Kinigbu, and just an incredible guy, great family. And so we got to see a lot of pictures he took on his yearly trips back home to visit family. It was quite wonderful.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, what I'm going to do, guys, is I don't want you guys to leave me. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. But I do need to go get some more coffee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to static this image that we are already seeing right now anyway, so at least you have something to look at. And then I'm going to not mute myself, but well, I guess I can mute myself and my video myself, so it's not in the way. And then I will be right back.
They didn't want to hear me sing.
Alrighty, I am back. Scenery looks pretty good. Need to take a look and see where we're currently at, though, because I have no idea at the moment. Oops, I don't want to do that. Anyway, that's the update manager thing. Yeah, you can always put back to stock if you need to. Just click on the product you want and then just tell it to update and fix, and then go back to stock. and before you do any mods. Some people are saying that, well, yeah, you just on this airplane, what you do is you just make a backup copy of your airplane before you put any mods on. And I'm kind of with the attitude of like, why go through all that hassle when you can just go back to stock by just loading this up? Of course, I have the manager outside the sim and don't have the sim running when you're updating, obviously. But go back to stock and then put these modifications that people are making, into the sim, via, as an example, the dual GTN 750s. So, but anyway, so that is good. We are back, and what do we got here on this side? We got ourselves some. See, I need to put a dash cam right here, like this, so we can have a dash cam to look over here and look at the scenery here. I'm a scenery guy, so that's why, you guys see me sitting here looking on the dash and looking over here and looking over there. It's just because I'm a scenery guy. I like scenery. And this scenery looks a whole lot better than what X-Plane out of the box has to offer, which is understandable. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, this bouncing around between the airport or between airplanes, it just that really does knock me down, in my getting proficient with one particular airplane. But when you're running a YouTube channel like this, you kind of have to bounce around between airplanes because, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't have to, but I feel that my viewers and my listeners and whatever they want to say, viewers, I guess, they would expect you to be able to, be proficient in everything, obviously, but they want to see something new, and I'm the same way. I mean, I'm a viewer as well. Is that when I go to other people's channels, I mean, I can very easily get bored, and that's why I tell people when they watch my videos. Because I talk so slow, I said, well, hey, put me on 1.5 or 1.75 speed or 1.25 speed, and just watch my video at those speeds. That way it's everything is happening faster. And then some people, they just want to go at standard speed, and it's all personal preference, that kind of thing. I didn't go back to videos because I'm eating a banana. I didn't think you want to see me eat food. I'm just I'm the YouTuber that just keeps it real. That's all I do. Just keep it real. Well, as much as I can. It's all good, my friend. Just no big deal. Just speak away. Especially when I'm eating food.
Well, I just figure, if I've got something to say that's important, I'll speak. If not, I'm just going to sit here and drink coffee and biscuits.
Nothing wrong with that. We are definitely between Lost and Found right now. Okay, there's Cedar City. Over there somewhere. So yeah, we're definitely between Lost and Found. See, I thought about including video music into my videos, but every time I put any kind of music in there, except for unless it's, you know, YouTube approved, you know, you always get the copyright claims, not strikes, but copyright claim, and so I don't even bother anymore. It's just kind of like, you know, I just don't need the drama. Yeah, the only downside with orthos is it puts the clouds when when the photo was taken there, and you can see those clouds right there. You can tell those clouds are basically baked onto the scenery, which is unfortunate.
There's a way to eliminate that.
Yeah, I don't know how, to be honest. I don't know how to eliminate it.
I'll check to see if I've got the YouTube video where they explain how to do that.
Because that does break the immersion factor a little bit. But, oh well.
Well, in your case, it definitely does, because this is all area that you've driven around and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know the area very well because
Yeah.
it's business.
Yeah. Yep. Well, in California especially.
Yeah.
Working for 7-Eleven for 33 years and traveling all up and down California, Arizona, Nevada, Washington, and Oregon. And it's just, you know, you get to
Trying to electrocute yourself.
trying to electrocute myself, yeah. You get paid for it. Good times back in the 80s and the 90s. Good times. Well, for me anyway.
Well, they were good times for me too. I was still working for Uncle Sam, traveling the.
The military was good for you. Take a look on the other side here. Anything exciting to see over here? I don't know. I was having the Avi tab right there. I wonder if that's a good look, or is that just in the way? I don't know.
I'd say it's just in the way.
Yeah. Now people have an idea where we're at, but I don't know. It's things like that, just trying to figure things out. You don't know everything. You never know everything.
You'll have to excuse me. I have to get the stewardess busy to make me coffee.
Understood. Well, just to recap, we are at we're at 23,000 feet, and we are at a ground speed of 337 knots with a 32 knot tailwind. Indicated airspeed is 210, but ground speed is 337. I did say that right. And just looking at the scenery. Pop back over here and look and make sure that everything else appears to be going. If there's any other cleanup I didn't do, I forgot to do. No, everything looks fine that I can tell. Still learning the airplane. The only thing I wish they would do is they would put on the flight hours, they would have a Hobbs meter. That's one thing they didn't put in here in the airplane, which was kind of weird, is that they didn't put a Hobbs meter in. So then that way it would count the you know, the airframe, which would be nice. It's just a, you know, extra feature, that kind of thing. I do need to go load up this panel with GIMP, and go in it with GIMP, and then probably put my November 502 Delta Mike plate right here, my tail number plate right here. Because my you know, my it didn't turn out too bad. My paint, it's kind of plain. I'd like to have some kind of a stripe or something going right down the middle, but the way the paint kit is, it's very difficult to line up these different panels, to get them all lined up together to be able to make a one straight line to go right down, you know, if you wanted to. I mean, I could paint these airplanes, but you know, my skills on painting these airplanes are very limited. We near top of descent. Let me look. I don't think so. I think we still got a ways to go yet. Yeah, we still got a ways to go yet. I don't see it here. I gotta figure out how to set up the top of descent on this thing. Usually it's just kind of eyeball it, like, oh yeah, it looks like we're about right, so we'll start descending here. And then circle around a few times. Circle around a few times, you know, circle around a few times, just kind of like, okay, yeah, we can land now. Now, we're at 23,000 feet. I'll probably start to descend here. I'll probably get to HVE, and then I'll start my descent, or a little after. Yeah, see, it doesn't even have, oh, that's why. I don't have any, anything put in here. Thought it would do it automatically, but I guess not. I know right here we're probably going to be right around 12,000 feet or so. I don't think we're gonna, yeah, I think we're going to be right around 12,000 feet, right around in here. So we'll put in 12,000 feet here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not 12,000, 11,000. We're going east. There we go. See, we're really supposed to be at 22,700 right now. Now, by me putting all this information in here, do I have... Yes, I do. Now, do I have a top of descent? Sometimes it'll put a little top of descent right here, and it'll give me a top of descent. But if I started to descend right now, at this very moment, oops, wrong button. Give me the right button. If I get the top of descent, then it would be, well, if I want a 3-degree, uh, 1,700 feet. Totally understand. Downloading Ortho for XP takes entirely too long. The internet speed over here. Yeah, I feel your pain, because believe it or not, over here, even here in California where I live, yeah, it takes a while. It takes a long time, you know. And I've got over, I've accumulated probably about 250-ish or so tiles at least. You know, I can accumulate a lot of tiles, and but it takes forever. I just set what I want, and then I just go to bed at night and let the thing download. You know. And just let it just do its thing. I'll just do it over here. I'll do it like this, and then I'll go back like this, and I'll go over here like this, and then I will switch. And I will go like this, and then I will go and go boom. Okay, these are the tiles that I've done so far, and then parts of Calgary, and then parts of you know, go all the way up to areas up here in Alaskan Territory and Yellowknife in that area, and then all the way down, then hit all of California and Arizona and Nevada. If I do a flight, I just want to make sure that I have scenery when I cover, but this is most, you know, all the western part of the United States, all the way up to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I got to fill in all this right here, but I'm running out of hard drive space. That's my problem, you know. And I got a few spots here in Mexico that I fly from time to time, and of course I've got to fill in more here in the Caribbean, because I fly all on the, you know, on the Western Hemisphere. I don't go. But yeah, that's what I've collected over time. And like I say, they're all 16 with 17, just 1 nautical 1 kilometer around the airport, and it works. You know, I want to fill this in right here. You know, I want to hit all these, because I do fly down to Florida from time to time. If I want to do a simulated flight, you can see right there, that right there is probably 20-25 tiles right there. So that's going to take me probably about, you know, a day just to download that many. So yeah. But like I said, that's a lot of tiles. Lots and lots of tiles. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, my landing's going to be fun. My landing will be fun. I just got to put my, you know, strap my helmet on and put my fire resistant suit on, and just hope to God that we get all down in one piece. Let's see, what did it say it was? It was runway 27 is the active runway right now. So we'll try for visual. I don't know what the weather's going to be like till we get there, or till we get closer. So I'll go ahead and load it up in there anyway. Just have it ready. And it looks like top of descent is going to be, now that I put in the information, is going to be at HEV, or Hanksville. So Yeah, I haven't had that problem with the another bug found with the King Air 350 for me is the behavior of the mixture levels. I touch it and it flattens out and kills the engines. I personally have not had that problem. I know there's probably a sensitivity issue with the how how they are how it senses your throttle and whatnot. That could be since not necessarily us as the end user, but maybe it just needs to be tweaked on their side, so it basically has a bigger a wider dead zone, so it won't do that. Excuse me.
Yeah, I've run into that problem.
Yeah.
Twice today.
Yeah, I haven't had that issue. I don't with my equipment that I haven't had that issue.
Well, I don't have my mixture
Or
levers
conditioners
on
Yeah.
my conditioners on my HOTAS. I've got my RPM and I've got my throttles, but so I use my mouse to move the conditioners.
Right.
And so you move the right one first, or I do, and then start the engine and get it set, and then go to do the left one. And when I taxi, I don't have the conditioners all the way forward.
Right.
Until I get to the hold line. Then I go to push them forward, and 3 out of 4 times today, they bounced back and then bounced back forward. But as soon as they bounce back, they kill the engines.
Right.
So you have to restart.
Yeah, for sure. I have crashed a number of times from that, and any more of that, I will be on a documentary air crash investigation from National Geographic. Yeah, I feel you.
I love those shows.
Yeah, those are great shows.
Farabi, go for it, buddy.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I need to, my XHSI stuff, I need to zoom out just a bit. I'm kind of too close here on my range. There we go. I can see a little better. I do like the terrain. The terrain is pretty cool looking. But like I say again, my biggest problem is I'm running out of hard drive space. I've got a 4 terabyte drive that my dad had, and so I used it when he passed away. I used the hard drive that he had, and for this. So a little of my dad is with me every day, and so I got my orthos on that drive, but. I still have room, but it's just kind of like I have to start being picky and choosy, even at level 16. Because if I did everything level 18, I did that. I did one time where I just went, excuse the expression, balls to the walls, and did a good portion of the map, United States in 17, and boy, it just sucked that hard drive up just like that.
Yeah, at 18 and 19, just one
geez.
tile is massive information.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting to see baseballs, getting hit out of the park, but there's a price. Uh, 16's fine. All in all, 16's fine. I do like the 17. I mean, if I had enough hard drive space, I would do all 17. For sure, but you know, this isn't bad. I mean, I'm looking at this. This is 16 right here, level 16. It's not bad. You know, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Well, I'm out over the ocean, just leaving Georgia, crossing the Florida boundary. So we're getting there.
Very good. Yeah,
Of course, I can't see squat. I just ran into his rain squall.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I am, I was looking to see if I can casually put my frequencies, or my flight plan into this, but it looks like I don't really need to at this point. Coming up to Hanksville right now. Writing the little map here. Because usually it says, you know, you're at top of descent, or top of climb. It tells you, hey, you know, you need to start to descend now. I don't have something set right, I think is my problem. But I can casually start to descend. I was keep the same speed, and I was casually descend down to back down to 17,500 feet. I'll step descend. I'll descend at 1,000 feet per minute. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, let me take a look at this and see what it says. Yeah, it says 22,000 feet right there. I could just follow the route, or follow what it says. I never did mess with turning on and turning off my seat belts and all that other stuff. Of course, this number fluctuates and changes as I'm descending. So I'm already at 22,400. I'm gonna do a test. Let's see what this does. I'm gonna go to 17.5. Oh, what am I should be? I should be okay. I should be. Well, what's okay? What am I? I'm not thinking straight here. All I got to do is just go over here, and then go over here to VNav. I want to be at there, so I need to send at 17. If I want a 3-degree angle, so let's put a 1.5. 1 so I'd be 870. So if I just go what we're doing right now, all the way down to 11,500 feet, that should put me there. That should put me at Naden at with a 1.5, you know, pitch nose down at 876. So if I go 800, I should be in the neighborhood, and I can fluctuate it accordingly. Or was I supposed to do that in 6 minutes? Did I read that wrong? Time to drop a descent is 6 minutes. If I did that right, but oh well, it doesn't really matter. I can fudge it, I can fake it. Basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm faking it. As long as I'm above the terrain, that's all I care about. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently descending to 11,500 feet. I guess I'll, even though I'm doing it with the XHSI, I guess I'll go ahead and make it official. There we go. There's a lot of stuff I still don't know. I still need to learn. And I just learn at my pace. I learn, over time. I would have a totally different mindset if I was doing this for real, or learning, being in a real airplane. But here, it's kind of like you just do what you do.
Got a big time thunderstorm with lightning and everything.
Jeez, you're getting all the fun. Oh, I lost 2 people. They got tired of me. They left me. I am saddened. I need community support. And I guess I sucked because I didn't get a like from them.
I will send you my condolences.
Yeah, I appreciate that. See, Castrator can do this because he's got so many people in his chat. He can just rapid fire, bounce around, do his thing. And of course, I'm sure when he started, it wasn't that way. It's like what I'm at with me. And but yeah, just with him and John Fly and others, I'm having a brain lapse. But they all got the peeps in there. They're usually on Twitch anyway. They usually don't stream on YouTube. They just stream on Twitch and then copy the Twitch to YouTube.
Correct.
I don't know how to do that. I have never attempted to do that. Figured out how to download because downloading my DLive streams, I haven't had good success yet. Okay, I may bring this up.
Yeah, I've done a number of my Twitch streams and put them on YouTube.
Okay, maybe I'll bring this up here. I recently purchased both Ultra Weather and Ambience plugins, and they are conflicting on my system. And having lots of crashes to desktop. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to help you too much because I'm running. Because mine is old and I already had what I had. I have SkyMax Pro, and of course I'm running the Global Real Weather plug-in with those two, along with SkyMax Pro Real Weather connector. So I've never played around with those other 2 programs yet. I thought about with Active Sky because I know the history with Active Sky and how well it was with FSX. I thought about Active Sky for XP, but I never did pull the trigger. So I'm sorry, I can't help you. I just don't know. I don't know anything about Ultra Weather and Ambience plugins. And those are it tells you how much I don't know. Those are both payware, aren't they? Aren't those payware plugins? Interesting looking different colors, minerals or something. And I got to clear those mountains. I need to switch to that. You know what? I'm probably going to have to climb. These mountains are getting awfully tall. And according to it's Mount Peel. That's what that is. In front of us is Mount Peel. And they say 12,000 feet. Well, we're at 16 so at the moment. So we should be okay. And I noticed we lost our because we've lost altitude. We lost our benefit of our tailwind. Now we're only doing 286 knots over the ground. Yeah, I don't know any ideas what they do. I don't know. But you've troubleshooted. I'm assuming you have troubleshooted where they are both, when they're both active at the same time, they're conflicting with each other and not anything else. I'm assuming. You run one standalone, you don't have any problems, but then when you run them both, then they have the drama. I'm assuming, if I'm understanding you correctly. All I could suggest to do, what I would do, is I would load one up. I'd get rid of all your plugins, because it's very easy. You just make a directory in your desktop or whatever, and then take all your plugins that are in your resource folder, the plugins, and then just move them over there. Other than the basics that X-Plane has out of the box, and then put one in, run it, see how well it does, and then just start, because it may not be those two conflicting with each other. It may be another plugin that you have that's causing it. I mean, I'm shooting ideas out here. You know, I really don't know, but that's how I would try to diagnose it. I found that the X, was it the not landing speed? Is it landing speed? Yeah, landing speed plugin. The landing speed plugin had a problem with the advanced flight modeling's Mooney that I have. It kept on crashing the desktop, and it ended up being landing speed. Landing speed does something, and so since then I switched to landing rate, which is another plugin that does the same thing, except for it's with flying with Lua instead of it being its own plugin. So, and it looks like I'm going to have to dodge this mountain right here. It looks like I'm going to run right into it. I'm going to be really, really close.
Yeah, just kick a little left rudder and go between them.
I'm just gonna, yeah, if I have to. Right now it looks like I'm just gonna clear it. Looks like I'm just gonna clear it. Oh yeah, I got miles. No
famous
problem.
last words, and we knew him well.
I got miles. No issues. I'm just doing a flyby. Just doing a flyby. Now we're at 12,500 feet. Now the next one, there might be drama. But yeah, as far as your plug-in drama, that's what I do. Is if I have a problem with the plug-in, I just start taking everything out, and then just one at a time. It's a lot of time wasted on my part, but that's the only way I know how to be able to try to troubleshoot the problem. Is just take the plug-ins out one at a time and see if it's interacting with, you know, whichever one until you figure it out. Because the short answer is, personally, I don't know. You know, I don't have those products. Because like I said, I'm using the SkyMax Pro and other stuff. All the X Aviation stuff. And I know there's drama with X Aviation, but I don't have a problem. I've not had too much problems with X Aviation. I just kind of just know how to handle people. Let me just say it that way. You just have to know how to handle people. And as long as you get along, you're all right. I do like the snow on the ground. That looks kind of cool. Snow right there. And we are at top of, we are at the, not top of climb or top of descent, but we are where we need to be. So that is pretty nice. That is pretty neat. And thank you very much for the like. I definitely appreciate it. Tell your friends about me, and say how, hey, this guy flies these airplanes, these virtual airplanes on the internet. Go trolling. But as long as I get a like and a subscribe, troll me all you want, I don't care. Dion, you suck. Yeah, okay, and? Tell me what I don't know. I fly to have fun. And Bill does the same thing. Flies to have fun.
That's right.
We do the best we can for what knowledge we have to work with. It's still pretty cool. I like the little zigzags and everything that's in there. That's pretty neat. It's pretty cool, man. Alright, we are 12 minutes away from our turn to head towards Telluride, according to my flight plan thing. And that's a technical term, by the way, flight plan thing. I guess I probably ought to get an ATIS from somewhere, huh? My nearest...
Man, I am in heavy turbulence.
Oh, you're getting all the
Heavy
fun.
thunderstorm.
Damn, you're getting all the fun.
Hopkins FLT weather. Wind calm. visibility more than 10. Sky conditions
2997.
3,500 broken, temperature 18, dew point -2. Altimeter 2997.
See, that little feature right there with the GTN 750 is awesome. Just being able to, you know, go over here and just like, oh, I need an airspace. Okay, is there anything here? Oh, I need to know what the closest weather is. Go over here. You know, closest airport. You know, that's to me is worth its weight in gold. It's worth spending the $49 that this plug-in costs. To me, it's worth it. And even, you know, before this was integrated into here, you would just, you know, load up, you know, it would pop this window and just have it in 2D mode. Flying airplanes that don't have GTN 750 support, you just have the plug-in and then bind a key to your joystick so you can, you know, open and close this. To me, this is worth its weight in gold. Definitely.
I should have been videotaping this one.
Yeah.
I was going up at 3,000 feet a minute, down 3,000 feet a minute. I battered everywhere.
Shit. That's usually what
Good
happens.
test.
Yeah.
The autopilot hung in there.
Oh, good. See, that's what happens when you don't videotape, you know, or tape it.
Yeah, something exciting finally happens, yeah.
Yeah. That's the way it goes. The exciting events on a Sunday.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're coming up to Nadin in about, I guess, Nadin, N-A-D-N, N-A-D-I-N, Nadin, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, 10 minutes, approximately. Also says 1840 Zulu. And we are in our strike zone here because we're at 21. Says our radio says 2,300 feet above AGL. Up, now we're good. Now we're above the strike zone. What I mean by strike zone is anything that I'm gonna strike the earth. In a big flaming ball. And the airplane does model fire pretty good too, because I had a situation where I landed upside down in this airplane when I first got it, and yeah, it was smoke and flames and all kinds of stuff. But since then it's been repaired and everything is fine. I try not to do that because it's pretty expensive. Even the road's got snow on it. That's pretty cool. Oh, now you can't see it. Post is in the way. There it is a little bit. See the road full of snow. Pretty cool. And these are not weather texture. This is just what orthos, they took, and I wish X-Plane would come up with some kind of a seasonal change, out of the box X-Plane seasonal weather, and have it work with orthos where the weather would change. I guess what ended up happening is that ortho would have to have 4 different varieties, and then as you progress through the year, then the orthos would unload this ortho and then put this ortho in, because now it's it's fall, so that means the leaves are falling, so you're going to have a lot of different colors, and so then you would plug that one in or whatever. So probably be pretty difficult to do, I'm assuming. All right, so what am I supposed to be here? I am supposed to be at oh boy, we're gonna be hugging it. So it looks like I'm gonna be hand landing this airplane. So we're just gonna go right for it, get a survey of the land, and then we'll decide how we're gonna land. Let me see if I can get the Tellarite weather. See if I'm close enough for the Tellarite weather now.
Oh gosh, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Dion's hand flying his airplane.
Yep.
280 and 8 variable 220 to 350. Visibility more than 10.
At least he's in the right airplane to do that.
Yeah, because I can just pull it out, get the hell out of there.
32,000 broken. Temperature 10.
It's at 1.8, so yeah, we'll be landing at
3012.
runway 27 for sure. Okay, we can get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. Well, let's see if it will. No, I don't think it will. I'll have to hand fly it past here. So let me get my heading bug all bugged. We'll just go straight for it, and well, actually, you can see all the dark, the dark red. So that's telling me that I'm actually too low. So I'm going to go to 13,005, 13,500. Get a little bit more separation away from the mountains. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I can tell already. As you can see, everything is starting to turn yellow up here. And then once all this is yellow, you can see it's all bleeding yellow now. Once we get all this yellow, then we should be okay. Problem is I'm going into these freaking clouds. We are 14 degrees Celsius, so we're kind of warm. So I don't have to worry about any icing. At least I shouldn't. Too much icing. We are 9 minutes away. Then, so what we'll do is we'll fly over the field. Get the lay of the land. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of clouds in my way, so I can see, so I can do a visual approach, and then land. If not, we'll just kiss our family goodbye, put our hands between our legs, and watch what happens. I still see some red on that map, but like I say again, we'll just become a fighter pilot, that's all. Now it's time to get serious. Don't call me Shirley. I'll have to find the airplane. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I think they said I never watched Airplane 2. Well, I think they had a third too, as well. But I never watched the second and the third. The second one was when they went to space, wasn't it? Bill, do you remember?
No, that was the third one.
That was the third one where they had William Shatner.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen it.
I could be wrong, but I think that was his third one.
Okay, now we're at 13,000 feet. Now I see everything in front of me is now in yellow. So we just got to get there and line ourselves up and let the sparks fly. Sound like a plan? Sounds good to me.
We're all dependent on you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen is we're going to have a whole bunch, even though they said the clouds were at 7,500 feet scattered. Oh yeah, they're right on the freaking ground.
I was going to say they look pretty low.
Yeah, they're
more than 10.
they're 7,500 scattered, 10,000 few,
scattered, 10,000
then
few.
32,000. So, what do I do? Die. Just deal with it. That's what we do. Get the lay of the land and then land. So what I need to do is come over here. We need to go over here like this. We need to come down here like this. Go over here, Telluride, and then we tell it load procedure, load this. We're going to do a visual approach. And then we're going to tell it to activate it. Sure, why not? Which is going to freak out. And then I'm going to go to heading mode. And then once we need to go back to, oops, wrong one. We need to go back to here first. Yes. There first. See, we've got to be at 10,000 feet. Well, we got to be higher than that because we've got to sneak around these. Oh, we got an airplane.
Going to Delta Mike, you have traffic at 2 o'clock 6 miles at 14,700 feet.
Yep, I see it. November 502 Delta Mike has the traffic. Alright, so I need to get rid of that, keep our eyes peeled, because we are going into dangerous territory. We got glider operations here too, according to the but we are above the terrain mostly, according to what it says. Why can't it just be a clear day? You know, no problems. You just kind of come in, do your thing, land your little airplane. Everybody's happy, no problems. But no.
You have that ability.
Yes, we do have that ability, but then that takes away the realness, if that's a term, realness.
The authenticity, maybe?
Yeah, authenticity. Yeah, I can't even say it. That's the ticket. So we'll come around here. We can't see jack crap. Lovely. Oh, there's the airfield right there. Okay, we're flying over the airfield. Wow.
Well, if you can see it, then you're in good shape.
A sliver. I can see a sliver of the airport. It's right now. We're literally flying above it. So what we are going to do is we are going to change our heading. So far we are scary, but we're not dead. So that's good. Let's get a little bit of where we can have a turning radius. There we go. Now it's going to clear up just a bit. What are you doing? Be nice. Don't run into that mountain. You're going to make me have to brake. Oh, I should turn it down. Okay, we're going to get rid of the auto throttle here. And I'm probably going to have to pull up. Okay, my plane. My plane.
(1,000 feet to minimums).
my plane. So we'll just come around here like this. We'll look at the
1,000 feet to minimums.
pretty cool.
500
Problem is I
feet
can't do
to
that for very
minimums.
long because I got to concentrate on what I'm doing. And we'll just kind of sneak right around in here. Back off on our power. We're at 160 knots. That's good. And back off on our power a little bit more. Get some drag. Gears going down. Lose a little bit of altitude here because we're supposed to be at 11 or 10,000 feet. Yeah, I don't know what that yet.
Flaps indicates up.
Yeah, we got to keep them up. We're too high right now. We'll fly this little area here. What we were trying to do get to where the airport is. Okay, we're right in line with the airport right now. We still can't see crap. Be nice to me. Slow down, slow down, slow down.
1,000 feet to minimums.
See if you're gonna be nice to me. I'm too high. Hey, that's normal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swoop
1,000
down.
feet to minimums.
We're gonna swoop down like this, which means we're gonna
500 feet to minimums.
get our airspeed up. Now we're
200
below.
feet to minimums. 200 feet to minimums. 100 feet to minimums. Minimums.
This is when I wish I had when I wish I had a speed brake.
100 feet. 50 feet.
Come on, lose airspeed. Can't do this all day. I'm having a missed approach. I don't think I'm gonna stop. Hey, we're gonna do a touch and go. What do you
Prompts
think?
full. Positive rate. Prompts full.
No, we gotta go around.
Positive rate.
I wasn't going to
Positive
make
rate.
it.
Gear up.
So there you go. Laps up. We'll go around. We'll try it again.
Flaps indicates up.
Okay, now we got the lay of the
1,000
land.
feet to minimums.
Oops, we don't want that.
500 feet to minimums.
Got the lay of the land, so now I'm gonna hug
200 feet to minimums.
these mountains. Guess I might get off that damn rudder. Let's try that again.
Feet to minimums.
RCP, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sitting there, I was trying to concentrate on my landing when you came in there.
Feet to minimums.
Now I gotta slow down, come back around. And let's try this again. Flaps are all down, everything is good. I didn't have my lights on or anything either. Oops, I didn't want that button.
1,000 feet to minimums. $500 feet to minimums.
Okay, let's try this again.
200 feet to minimums. 100 feet to minimums. Minimums.
Stick to landing.
100 feet. 50 feet.
Come on, land. Okay, now go.
Props full.
Okay, now I'm bouncing.
Positive rate.
Come on, stop bouncing. Okay, fine. If you're gonna bounce, I'm gonna bring you back up. Only doing 112
Props
knots.
full.
There you go.
Positive rate. Full.
There we go.
Positive rate.
That was ugly.
Positive rate.
Ugly as hell.
Positive rate.
Minus 240 feet per minute. Oh, we gotta stop.
40 knots.
Whoa. Hey, we made it. That was ugly as hell. That was one of the worst landings I've ever done. Not really, I've had worse. But hey, we're on the ground. We're on the ground. I like it when it says a great landing. I like how it says it's a great landing and how crappy that was. Well, I hope you guys got some entertainment out of that. I was puckering up. I was too busy.
Yeah, the maintenance chief is going to have a word or two with you.
Yeah, he is. November 502 to Mike is back taxiing to the ramp. And I don't remember having it last time I flew in here. I don't remember having this much contour. Maybe I had the, flattened the runway. And this time I didn't have that turned on because there was an update to X-Plane since I've flown here last time.
There any facilities on this?
Oh yeah. There's actually a little spot there. It's on the. It's going to be on the left-hand side once we get up there. But damn, that was such a poor landing. I think I've been fired, but they can't fire me. It's my company, so I just won't get any more customers.
Yeah, but when you get the insurance bill.
And they're going to sue me. Well, let's see. I landed in Colorado, so I know what Colorado's sue laws are. If it was California, I'd be in trouble, but might be able to get away with it here in Colorado. Because you see, Solus Wings is actually is offshore, so that way we don't have to worry about anything that way. So we're offshore, and then we just have bases all over the United States. That's how I'll play it.
It works for me.
I did lose an engine too out of this. I just noticed that engine's not turning. Oh well. I got it on the ground though. Engine didn't like it. Wonder if I lost the engine while I was landing. I don't know, didn't notice. Or it was one of the bounces. Probably one of the bounces. But yeah, it's got, it's not a bad looking little airport, for what it is, and all the dips and doos and everything else that's here. Is it gonna make it though? Because I'm yeah, see, now it's going crazy. Okay, we're gonna park right here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna park right here. Good enough for me. Static the brakes. And we have made it. Now, if you guys want to see the worst looking landing ever, let me go to...
Well, maybe not the worst landing ever, but we wouldn't mind seeing yours.
Yeah. Let me go to toggle replay. And then let's go right about here. No. Right about... Okay, right there. That's good. All right, then we need to go to external runway. Okay, now I need to move this runway, so I need to go way the hell over here. I guess. Problem is, it's not, of course now you can't see my airplane.
Yeah, we'll miss most of the bounces.
There we go. There we go. We're good. We're good. Okay, here we go.
100 feet to minimums.
Oh, I got to turn off SimBuddy. Okay, there it is. Just think if there was snow.
Oh, you'd have never stopped.
Yeah. One, two, three. Ah, there's 2 bounces. That's where it's like, okay, you gotta stop the airplane. Oh, that was my first, that was my go around. Oh, okay. That was my go around where I decided that, okay, I need to go around. All right, then we'll just zip on around.
Flight speeds up. 1,000 feet to minimums.
Of course, now I can't see because I'm so far away.
1,000 feet to minimums. 500 feet to minimums. 200 feet to minimums. 100 feet.
All right, now I got a light.
50 feet.
A light.
Props full.
Ouch. 1, 2. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 3. Yeah, they're really not gonna like me.
Props full. Positive rate. Props full. Positive rate. Gear up.
I missed that light. I think I missed that light too. God. That's
And
terrible.
your engine was dead.
Yeah. Yep. I'm winding it back because I want to see. The reason why I do this, guys, is because it's basically just to it's debriefing. Why did I lose my engine? Right there. That's where I lost my engine. Okay. That's so I strike the prop. Okay, that would be an engine replacement. Also, too, you can see I was crabbing. See, I was crabbing right there, big time. Not having a level playing field kind of makes things bad, too. Wow. Yeah, that crow hop is there's the engine right there. Boom. I missed that light. I missed that light, and I missed that light. Well, at least I didn't have to pay me to fix the lights. Well.
Well, I don't know how much you made on that flight, but
Nothing.
you're gonna spend it all to repair the airplane.
Well, spend it all just in repair. Exactly.
Yeah.
Gear up.
God, that's terrible. It probably, if I would have had a flat surface, I probably would have had a better success rate. But hey, you don't have flat surfaces in the real world. So
What was your landing speed?
I'd have to go back in the video. I don't know. And I don't know how to pull it up.
Because it looked like you were coming in hot.
Yeah. I was like 130, 128. Along in there somewhere. I think I remember right. Oh, actually, it says it right here. Duh. Okay, when I landed, let me see. When I was coming in, right there, I was at 142, 139, 138. I touched the wheels at 135. So yeah, I should have been 120 something, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
40 knots.
So yeah. Oh well, just the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Really, I'm not that bad of a pilot. Really. I've done better. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. So anyway, well, I definitely appreciate everyone watching. I hope this was entertaining, at least the landing part of it, and that's why people stick around. It's for the landing, and I totally get that. That's why I stick around, for the takeoff and the landing. So definitely like, subscribe, and hit that like button and everything, and I definitely appreciate it. And here we are in Telluride, Colorado, home of the something that I don't know. And I don't see anything. I think Telluride is back down that way, or that way. Yeah, that way over the hill that I just came from. So I don't see any damage. Everything looks fine to me from here. Now, if you did have a repair bill, they need to have a repair bill here. So if you do break things, you'd actually could have to repair it if you want that functionality. So, oh well, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys watching. This was cool. It sucked that I landed so bad, but it doesn't matter. That's just you learn from these experiences, and you just pick up yourself back up, and you just do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again until you get proficient at it. And again, I think my problem is I just fly too many different airplanes and don't stick to one airplane. I think that's my biggest problem. So, hey, I have faults. I'm human just like everybody else. So anyway, you guys take care. Again, like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time on another X-Plane Adventures, and we'll fly somewhere next Saturday or next Sunday. And if my wife's not home from work, and then we'll just do this all over again, and we'll pick a place, or let in the comment section down below, either before or after the stream, put in, say, hey Dion, I want you to fly from point A to point B. I'll load the orthos up, providing if it's not a real long flight, like an hour or so flight. Just let me know. Get that feedback from the community, and make this a community thing. So I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.